What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about the 15 plus secret challenges on Rebirth Island, some surprise rewards, plus even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a reminder, I previously posted 2 other Rebirth focused videos following the launch of our 3rd season. The first video was about a bit of a guide for the new redacted blueprint you could unlock by doing a very simple Easter egg that I'd highly recommend doing with a team, not on solo. That was a fun video that was kind of an experimental one, as I did a live cut of sorts for the Easter egg itself. It was different and I'm really happy with how it came out. That'll be linked down below. But the second video was about the biometric key cards. Some key cards that you can use to unlock exclusive content at buy stations, but if you actually interact with those biometric scanners daily for the next, I think, 27-ish days, you can even get a free camo and some other goodies. So that's worth checking out. Again, it was a dedicated video that I'm gonna have linked down below. But here in this video, let's talk about the secret challenges, which do have to be done across several matches. They're straightforward, but not ones that could really be done in one game alone, and you're gonna see why. Now, before we get to that, I want to remind you, if you guys want to stay up to date with even more article coverage on Call of Duty, we have you covered over on DETONATED.com. As more information does get found in regards to Rebirth Easter eggs, expect plenty of article updates on top of the additional content we're posting for multiplayer, zombies, Warzone Mobile, CDL, loadouts, bundles. The list goes on. But I first off want to cover a bit of a bonus Easter egg that doesn't really warrant its own video, but we do have the 3 keycards that have returned from Rebirth Reinforced. That was the experience from Vanguard's life cycle. Keycards known as Vicor, which is actually Stitch's real name, Perseus, and even the Forgotten keycard. So the first one is the Vicor card over at the grandma's house. It'll be located on this spot in every single match that you play. The locations never change for these keycards, so be quick if you do come across them, because other folks may steal them right at the start of a game. We next up have the Perseus keycard located in the post office here by the factory, always located here on this shelf. And lastly, we have the Forgotten keycard located on the opposite end of the map at bioweapons, specifically in the shower. I believe there was an Easter egg with the showers either in Rebirth Reinforced or in Blackout Alcatraz back in the day, so I believe they've reused some locations for some of these keycards here. But yeah, interact with the shower, it'll spit out some money, as well as this keycard. You can now take all these keycards to the Stronghold POI back on the other end of the map, and you don't have to grab all 3 cards in one game. You can just grab one if you want. Go over to this room in particular, and using the key cards, you can open up these locked safes. You'll get items like a free loadout drop, advanced UAV, perk packages, cash. It's pretty cool if you want a bit of a boost at the start of your match before you wait for the regular loadout or before you save up for one, or if you just want to have some extra loot in your inventory if the loot you found in some other areas just wasn't good. But now when it comes to these secret challenges here on Rebirth, some of these can't be completed as of yet because they require LTMs to be live in the game, which aren't going to be coming out until closer to the mid-season. But do keep note, the redacted blueprint Easter egg I made a separate video about, that counts as one of the quote-unquote secret challenges for this map, and there is a mastery challenge for doing all of these, so you might want to do that as soon as you guys can. But now, before we continue, I just wanted to remind you about MitchCactus.com, where you can get assistance granting camos, nukes, or schematics in MW3. These guys do not use unlock tools or any bannable methods and will actually help you play the game. Mitch Cactus is also supported by Trustpilot with over 10,000 verified reviews. You can use code DYNAMITE for a limited time to save 5% off your order. The first challenge is to go ahead and open up 250 containers in Rebirth Island. So you obviously can't do this in a single match alone. I mean, maybe, but with that, this will take several games to do. And by coincidence, as I was recording B-roll for this video, I managed to unlock the challenge. The reward is going to be a loading screen, as you can see right here. The usual leakers did post images of some of these rewards, while a majority of the community have already completed a number of these that we're going to go over in this video. So we do have some clear HD images of most of the rewards. The next one is to get 100 operator headshots in Resurgence on any map. Now, funny enough, right now, as of recording this, Rebirth is the only map you could play Resurgence on, but once they end up cycling back in, Ashika, Vandal, Fortune's Keep, you can obviously go ahead and get those headshots on any other map of your choice. I believe even if you down a player regularly, if you get the headshot finisher, it still tracks, but if you guys can, just to be safe, get the headshot on the enemy initially before you wipe them, just to make sure that things are tracking properly. But the reward for that will be the Not 20 weapon charm. Next up, get 10 wins in Resurgence on any map. So you could do this right now on Rebirth if you want, or you can wait for other maps to be live and kind of switch this up a little bit, get a few wins on Rebirth, some on Fortunes, some on Vandal, wherever you guys want. Any reward for this is apparently the golden parachute calling card. It's called Redeploy. So we don't have an image of this one just yet, but as images do get found of these rewards, or as they get unlocked by the community, expect plenty of article updates on detonated.com. We'll end up inserting those images as time goes on. But next up, avenge your squad 25 times in Resurgence on any map. So the big theme of Season 3 is no friend left behind, so that's why they have a lot of team-based challenges here on Rebirth. So if an enemy does kill one of your teammates and you kill that enemy back, that will count as you avenging them. It's pretty simple, so doing that 25 times really doesn't take that long if your teammates do die quite a bit in a single match. Play a couple of games, and I'm sure if you guys take out all the enemies that were hurting your teammates, you'll probably get this done in just a couple of games in all honesty. But the reward for this is the accessible emblem. Next up, complete 50 contracts on Rebirth Island. This one you could do at your own pace, but if you're a fan of doing bounties, scavengers, or even the new spy drone contract, then you can get 50 contracts done rather quickly. I mean, you could even do 5 to 10 contracts per game, depending on how much teamwork your squad really has. You guys can all take turns doing some contracts in a single game and do a fair amount in just one match alone. Your reward for that's going to be the It's His First Day weapon charm. This won't take you that long at all. But moving on to the next challenge, perform 25 squad assembles on Rebirth Island. This is considered a new quote-unquote feature for Season 3. Essentially what it means is when your match first begins, drop with your squad in the same radius. And honestly, to keep it simple, just drop in the exact same spot as your squad while you guys loot, and that counts as a squad assemble upon infill. Your reward for this will be the tower emblem. So for those that are upset about the stacking on Rebirth right now, keep in mind you're literally rewarded now for dropping with your team when it comes to getting free cash, bonus XP. The game itself wants you to drop with your team, so stacking is inevitable, especially for Resurgence. But then we have affect 100 squad mates with squad rage on Rebirth Island. This is a new field upgrade that's only on Rebirth to my understanding, and when you pop squad rage, it just gives your entire team battle rage if they are close to you as you pop it. It's pretty helpful, but the only flaw with this challenge is that I just can't find squad rage anywhere. I know you get a free one when you go ahead and do one part of the Easter egg for the redacted blueprint, the step with stabilizing the water pressure. It'll always give you durable gas mask and a squad rage. I don't feel like I've seen squad rage all that much though. I've done scavenger contracts, looted a bunch of boxes, and obviously you won't find this on solo because it's a co-op themed field upgrade. I just have bad RNG or something. But if you guys have found squad rage pretty frequently, let me know where that was down below in the comments so I can update the article with that information. But as of right now, haven't seen squad rage too much, but if you guys all manage to get one in a single game, pop it next to each other, and that can hopefully count as, you know, 3 to 4 teammates that got affected by it in that one game as you found it. You can't buy it at a buy station, but your reward for this will be a blood in the water weapon sticker. Moving on, drive a vehicle in 25 matches on Rebirth. So if you guys want, if you're rushing this, drop in game, hop in a helicopter, and then maybe just blow it up with you in it, restart the game, rinse and repeat. Obviously more vehicles are going to be added to Rebirth as the season progresses, especially when infill strikes get added in so that you can reenact what was shown in the trailer. Being able to drive a LTV up a ramp on the roof of the prison. You can even go in the prison with vehicles, but as of right now when I'm recording this, no vehicle other than the helicopter is live on Rebirth, but more of them will be added in soon. So that'll give you a variety so you can do this challenge, and your reward's going to be this vehicle camo in particular. Next up, as a squad, have 3 UAV towers active at the same time on Rebirth Island. Can't do this on solo, even though in the footage you're seeing me do it on solo. You have to be with a squad, just have one person at one UAV tower, and have the 3 you go ahead and activate a tower at the same time, and boom, you instantly unlock the missing home weapon sticker. Now the UAV towers are pretty close to one another, so I believe you could manage to pull off activating all 3 on your own, but it does say as a squad, so I'm sure solo just doesn't work. Next up, complete 1 match in Resurgence Loaded. Another challenge is to win 1 match in Resurgence Loaded. Your reward for doing each of those challenges will be weapon charms, but the thing is Resurgence Loaded isn't a mode that's live as of right now. Resurgence Loaded is going to be an LTM that drops closer to mid-season, which actually gives everybody their loadout upon spawn, but instead of it being plunder, it's still regular Resurgence, and every time you die, you'll get a randomized loadout that's also one that you created, unless you just didn't. I don't know what it would give you, but it sounds like a pretty cool mode with a 44 player count. That's not out just yet, so these 2 challenges aren't completable as of now, but then some other challenges that aren't completable yet include complete 1 match in high trip Resurgence for a weapon charm, and then get 1 win in high trip Resurgence to unlock a universal camo known as That's a Lot of Molecules. So the camo does look pretty cool, clearly themed around 420, doesn't seem to be animated, but again, these 2 challenges aren't beatable until the LTM goes live, which I believe it's going to be in a couple of days according to the current battle pass timer. There's going to be the Blaze Up event for MW3 that I believe gives you a blueprint. Then there'll be a series of challenges to do in some high trip Resurgence experience for Warzone. So I think that's separate from Blaze Up. But yeah, there's multiple events and a bunch of crossovers going on for the 420 celebration within Call of Duty. But last and certainly not least, complete all Season 3 Resurgence challenges to unlock a vehicle camo. And then there's complete all Season 3 Rebirth challenges exclusively, which you also can't do until that loaded LTM does release. And you'll get, apparently, the Sky Piercer parachute skin. You can actually see this skin in-game right now, but it's not equipable because we can't actually unlock this yet. Now, if any other challenges are discovered or any rewards do get found, I'll of course make a follow-up video to this one, and we'll update all the articles over on Detonated's website. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on all these secret challenges here on Rebirth Island? Which rewards do you want to go for the most? And if you found any other secrets here on the map, feel free to let me know. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.